After that, we're hopping into their map pick, which is a heavily favored for them, of course, with 3 maps played. And if we land on us too, even that plays for them just a little bit better. Meanwhile, towards that A site, that is going to be nexa with a couple of very nice one-taps coming in. Travis will be hitting the payment with Chiron, and that is finally the entries coming in. Right is a balance. Catches Chu. The problem is Andu and Simple already behind, and Kakanito will be stopping the show. Silent. Amkal, even with those frags, they're just waiting for BC.Game to go for that information or some kind of a first fight. Some fights are actually starting to work out for the side of BC.Game. There's still a man. Well, both of the players very low. They do pull it back to a 2 versus 2, which works out for them just a little bit better right now. Stinix with Chiron. Seems like they're still trying to pull this bomb just a little bit closer towards that B side. And Simple will be making sure that nobody's going to be waltzing. Nice shot from Chiron. Next fight. So, the first round already for the side of Amkal. Some very good fights at the start. It kind of leaves us into a little bit of an awkward spot depending on what that bomb is about to do. So nexa, he's going to have his hands full. There's going to be a push coming in from that donut. He catches the first kill, goes for the spray on the next one, and that's the bomb dropped. All right, that's a very nice start for him. Meanwhile, that's 15 seconds left on the clock, and this round is basically done as long as he stays alive. And at this point, it doesn't even matter whatever happens. It's just too far away for that bomb to be planted. And BC.Game, kind of with that one standard hold, nexa wins the round for his team. Bring their money, their situation, where they're at. Does it actually make sense to even go for some of these fights? So you can actually see some of these players pulling off very early on, which leads into these situations where it's actually smart CS, but it's not going to be the most exciting. But the closer we are getting to that house, we are going to get a little more desperate to get those. Okay. Chiron just making middle his absolute bitch at this moment. Both of the players going for those picks, and they're just getting absolutely shut down. So prime taps on Simple. I just have to say it. They're basically not getting him into play on this round. Taps just hoping for a kill. That's a beautiful nade on the feet of Simple, and that's going to be the first op shot. Oh, that made me feel so good. Nafani hitting the pavement. Prime Tap's already going for a rotation towards that A side. Now the question is, does he want to fight for it? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe saving that up for the next round. Again, smart CS. You want to save that money. You want to have that longer pipe to lay it out for the next round as a team. Or do you want to go for something crazy?
Bomb has been planted.
Just smoke for a little second. That's got to be the flash. Catch something. That's got to be the first sight. The second one, the M4 is just a little bit off. Chiron, third kill of the round. That's going to be a triple. And Mom, please get the camera. Simple's on the server. Wall, so it is what it is. Apologies for the great decisions at this point, but ooh, that's a beautiful leaf. We should have gone a little bit closer. Chiron. At this point, if I was BC.Game, I would say don't go into middle anymore. Or nuke it with everything you got. That is going to, I think that's the third double kill he's had from middle. Beams there, that's going to be smoked for long and Simple. They're going to have to go for another decision here on the side of BC.Game again. If you want to say you can. If you want to go towards the B side. Okay, Prime Taps just comes up with a double out of nothing. But this is going to be the quick call towards that A side. They can actually see where these steps going in. Travis is going to stay behind and fight, and he's going to lose the fight. That's going to be a triple for Prime Taps. Pulling it out from nowhere. Amkal. What a decision to actually stay inside that B side, not lurking around that A. And that gives them just a little bit of hope. BC came with a man advantage at this point. Amkal actually planning that bomb. And right now they have to find their corners. That's going to be the early molly being used. Full push towards the donut. The first kill coming in. Disimbalance coming out with a double. Almost hits that third shot, but the problem is Simple's on a site. Flash that doesn't do much. And both of these oppers just lurking, looking for a kill. Simple from the left angle. Oh, he's gonna hit the shot. And here we are. Amkal with those 2 kills from the start, just giving it back. And BC.Game, they make it happen. Paul is absolutely terrible at the moment. But at the moment they have just individuals, and it's not just Simple. I'm not. You have to consider the fact that PrimeTaps absolutely brought that round back by himself. And I'm just gonna say by himself, yeah, without the team's help even. A triple to make it happen, even winning the fight towards the lane against Chiron from a corner that was already held. Good job from him. That A side this time around the money. Let's just act like we didn't see that shot. The bomb will be planted. This is going to be players already very close to it. Just to make sure nobody's going to be pushed. Ooh, that hurts. Just a shot through the smoke to the face. Ah, that's not fun. But yeah, okay, Nefani catching the second kill. You had the shadow there, Kakanito. Are you sleeping? Okay, so chaotic CS, that doesn't make any sense. Sight. So a defensive smoke for them to scale a little bit more. Molotov is going to be burning them Simple behind the box already, and Nexa is just posting the other way around. Trying to find that one. Rotation already coming in. PrimeTap still holding that B side. It seems like they could actually still rotate here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. This is just going to be a very, very very questionable spray, but it comes out with a headshot there at the end. Okay, Chiron still finds Andu. That's going to be Kakanito actually dropping Chiron, which is a very nice kill to have. The issue is they just don't have the weaponry or even the HP to push into that site. And that's going to be the easy kill, but Nefani, he has this angle there, his left side of the shoulder. Show a bit more. The problem is Simple doesn't check it. So Nefani kills the goat, and right now there's an invisible battle here towards that B side. They do win it. The problem is to win this round. They basically should be on that side already. And well, if they win this round, I'm not even sure what to say. This is supposed to be... Oh, nice kill on that offer. Nexa opens something up on this. Like I said, no tips. Time is up. That's done. Simple with 10 kills. Chiron 17. The better it's gonna be for them, of course. That's gonna be the utility already landing towards that A side. Chiron very deep inside this A main hole. PrimeTap is going to be the first one to actually challenge him. He kind of needs to win this fight. The push is coming through. Chiron spots him, does some damage. Actually, walls him perfectly. That crosser is just going to find that kill. But Kakanito comes with the free frame. At least something that works. Travis, even low HP, getting tagged. Catches the kill. That's going to be Simple with the trade, but it's going to be a 2 versus 3. 2 of the players very low in HP for those blocks. It's going to be that body shot to end one of them. And the second shot coming up from Simple. And actually pulls off the player off the bomb. Makes it a quad. And there it is. BC.Game will be winning the pistol round. Push is coming in, and this is just Chiron, same spot. The counter flash is actually going to be perfect. Andu, find that bullet. Quick little trade there from PrimeTaps, and he actually comes up with a double. 3-man hold, and 90 a balance. The A-side push already. Some of the utility being dropped in front of his face, and that op just trained behind that box, and it's just gonna be the call out again. Nothing they can do, they have to save. Okay, at least we're getting a little bit of Travis. Just a nice little kill there. A little bit too close to comfort. That's going to be actually Andu already very close towards the red. That's a lot of space for the T side to catch this early on. But then the question is, what else can you do? You're just going to lose that early fight. So this time around, at least you have the numbers. Closing in. from the cave as well. I think there's a little bit of a edge there inside that smoke. Kakanito is just using it. That's going to be nexa with the kill onto Nefani, so the is definitely going to work out. Andu catches the kill from red. And this is going to be just horrendous at the moment. They have to pull out a 3 versus 4. 3 versus 5. I don't even know how to count anymore. And just looking at the positioning, Travis, he's just sandwich. Catches the kill on the red, so at least that's something. The problem is already inside that B site with that Molotov, cutting it off. It is going to be a tough situation and a hard call again. Amkal, they might have to go for another 6. I know you don't want to hear it, but what else can you do? Uno.
Terrorists win.
And it either is going to be working or not. Finally, the bomb waltzing just a little bit closer. Simple. The first one on the duel. That watch is going to be perfect. Travis Scott doesn't see anything, and nexa is going to be holding it down. That nade bounces perfectly off the wall this time around. And with the bomb planted, 30 seconds left on the clock. Amkal. Are they going to be saving? I'm not sure. They kind of have to go for it this time. The bomb already ticking at 20. Andu catches the kill onto Nefani. This call-out is just taking way too long. It's going to be the double push towards long, and they're just literally blenderizing the whole CT side. I disbalanced, basically the only one catching a kill on that round. 13-8. The T side looked fantastic. Chiron just coming with kills after kills, actually ending this game with 20-14 deaths. 107 ADR, the best stats on the server, even actually Simple with 72. With considering what happened on the last map. And this is Kakanito with prime taps, both the duelies to come out with the first and the second kill. Right there, right is the balance. That's a very nice entry. Defend kills. And Fani catches one in between, but that's going to be the quick trade from nexa. So 2 versus 3 with the bomb going down and with a very long retake coming in. We are going to see a retake with 23 seconds left. Simple with a headshot here. Equalizes the number to a 2 versus 2, and Travis is starting to push in, catches the kill onto next at the time. He's starting to run low, and they don't have the kits. I don't think they have the time. Wait a minute. I don't think they have the time.
Terrorists win.
That came very close. He either is gonna get some information, especially with the bomb starting to push in from the CT. This might not work out the way they're hoping for already on a back end of it. Nefani. This has happened way too many times in a row. Oh, from the back they catch the kill. They know there's only going to be a player on the site. Very low Chiron. He has to go nuke killer, and it's just not going to happen. Some very simple entries here. Again, no pun intended. The bomb will be planted, and it is going to be that retake. A 3 versus 3. CT side fully stacked up to the brink of that HP. And a couple of utilities here. Last smoke from the T side will be spent, and it is going to be that push. Oh, I seem very close to actually catching that, but comes out with a double of his own. With a low HP, giving us a show. So it's going to be, okay, another op shop. The problem is time is already run out. And we are done. BC game, even though we cost them a lot.
Terrorists win.
Handling the buy from Amkal. Oh god, even losing that last op. And Kakanito, again, getting into a really good spot here. If I remember correctly, it was Andu the last time. This time around it's him. They have a hold towards the line, but it's going to be the rest of the push. That's going to be the problem. The only thing they have to do is wait for that opportunity. Nobody's actually checking the pin. That's going to be Travis with Stinix catching 2 of the starting kills, but Andu comes out with a double of his own to make this a little bit more doable. Simple still alive, Andu very low in HP. A 3-man retake, and this is going to be one of those rounds where they kind of have to win this one already. All of the cards on the table. The issue is you have an ex-GOAT on the other side. Have fun. Knows this. The nade will be spent on the side. They know one of the players is low. That's simple. Already bringing it back to a 2 versus 2. Decent balance. Just waits for that quick push. It's not gonna work out. Andu actually brings it to a 1 versus 1. Even low in HP. It's gonna be Nefani to win it. But the problem is, buy a diffuser. Don't be a loser. Another round on the table. Doing whatever he can with the simplistic flash. Anybody who wants to go for the pick, that's going to be the little help for his teammate to go for that strong Chiron. Very nice shot. Oh god. It's just way too many players picking at the same time. Nefani just pushes into a 1 versus 4 at that point. From the backline, Stinix finally gets to play CS. That's got to be the first kill, and it's going to be the only one as well, as Andu just comes out with a second trade. The Estonian player at the moment is actually looking very good. To be honest, this round wasn't him going crazy. It was actually showing us the high smoke there for long. Well, that smoke is coming in slow motion. It's just fake at the moment. But I'm... Is Prime Taps... let's just cast this game, okay? Yeah, there's a very hopeful retake coming in. Oh my god, Amkal is gonna go for the save. Oh. Out of Kakanito towards the arch, and he could actually go for some insane games as Amkal has no idea what's about to happen. Oh, there's a player already too, and Prime Taps just basically destroys the push coming in from short and at the same time. That was supposed to be a kill for them. Well, if it works, it works. At least they are holding on to those weapons. Inferno, especially with the claustrophobic holds we have at the moment. Very, very powerful. You could pick it up if it finds it, to be honest. That's the reason you don't need an op, because Andu is just going absolutely bananas here at Banana. The only thing we're missing is Primer. At least the kill through the smoke Chiron, that is just desperation. And at the end, it's just gonna be nexa again with the smoke, catching that quick little trade. Stinix is just going to hold his fingers very far away from that fire, because he knows the closer he gets. Oh god, Travis! That was the one possibility for you to catch a frag. Hopefully you enjoyed that bullet. So a 7.62 straight at the dome. And there's still some CTs to be found here. And Stinix, please be careful, because when that smoke's done... Yes, that's it. And oh, we're getting back into it. Early Molly to push out the players holding that close corner. This time around, they're just going to be holding on to the site. They have tried basically everything. Pushing towards Banana, holding Banana, getting away from Banana, staying in the sites, staying away from the site. And at this point, they're just going to play inside of it, and still Andy is just coming out with a first kill. That UMP actually comes up for a double. Nefani holds on to the lines. The problem is he actually goes for the right decision here. That's going to be Stinix catching a kill through the smoke. Playing in a ridiculously good spot from the air, catches the kill, and that will be the first round. We're not seeing a save. Just a flash to try to play a couple of seconds off. Maybe Travis should have held on to that for the post-planned execution until it will be spent towards the short. So that's burning a lot of time off the clock, literally. Left is just a couple of seconds here to get on it and maybe get that bomb. I just balance, catches the kill onto nexa. It's gonna be Travis coming in hot. The problem is he needed to stay alive for a little bit longer, so the bomb is definitely going to go down. It doesn't matter. It's going to be reset to 40. Right now, Amkal, they know they have a chance to win another round in a row. This time around, you definitely don't want to save. We even have a couple of kits coming in. And they are getting a lot. Towards that smoke. Ooh, nice kill from Stinix. Simple, trying to go for some plays, give his teammate a little bit more of a lifeline here. Prime Taps with 53 points of health. Good catch. Okay, he's not going to catch anything. That's just going to be a nice quick shot from Stinix. Early nade, really close into that pick. Andu maybe trying to go for a little bit too much there. Holds on perfectly. Actually plays this kind of aggressively, but next is great for him. Another molly in front of his face. It's not going to spread the right way, so Nafani might actually think that there's another player this close, already going for the execution. The only thing he can do is just let go of it, use his own utility, and wait for the retake. It's going to be a 4 versus 4, with a couple of players a little bit low here on the side of BC.Game, but it's not that tough. That Nate could do some damage if he finds the right angle for it, but the bomb already going down. The retakes coming in, and Kakanito is going to find that first kill, or the first duel towards Banana. It's going to be against Travis, only checking most of the angles. And Simple is here to Molotov. Just a shot to the face. Didn't even get to play. Backing up, back to the generator. And this is a round they kind of have to go for it right now, right here. 12 seconds left. Nexa with a double here to hold down. And Nefani can't do much. I have to say, even though we haven't playoff game, getting the invited team BC.Game straight at the start, not the most fun experience, I guess. Nefani will be smoking the coils straight at the start, or the coffins, whatever you want to call them. Meanwhile, the rest of the utilities coming off. This is very telegraphed what's about to happen. It's going to be a B-side push with a couple of players already just holding down the line, coming through the smoke. Andu is just going to go wild as a cowboy, but Nexa will be the only one to find that frag, and Chiron makes those streams disappear. Kakanito will be found by that 9mm, and okay, that actually looks pretty cool. A bit of a drive-by there with a USB. Not a gang-affiliated weapon, though. But PrimeTap still wants to go for this. 1 versus 3 with 1 play. Okay, that's a very crispy shot. The problem is he can't turn around perfectly to catch that third kill. Meanwhile, Amkal, they are getting just closer towards that B-side. This is going to be another full execution. Clear left heel to hold. It's going to be Nexa. He has to go absolutely crazy. I'm not entirely sure even if 2 kills are going to cut it. If he goes down. Already. Telegraphed push coming in. Early rotations with 19 seconds left on the clock. This is actually going to get very tough. Nexa, the only thing I was just about to say, the only thing he has to do is stay alive, but Andrew is actually going to catch that kill through the smoke. It is going to be the push coming in from the backlines. PrimeTap comes out with a double. Kakanito even finds the kill on iDisabounds, and it will be Travis hitting the pavement as well. Such a telegraphed push. 5-11. We're still far away, but we're starting to see something at least. It's got to be the double push through those smokes. A simple flash to give them that much more control. This is BC.Game actually going for the full B-side, A-side play, and Simple comes up with a double on that and 4. Long players just getting absolutely mowed down at the moment. Oh boy. By himself, already basically winning the round. That's going to be only bomb left, and he's already hunting. This time around, iDisabounds. With 4 HP, he actually survives that fight. Brings it to a doable number, if you want to actually call it that. The problem is Travis actually from the balcony is going to find that kill, but the problem is PrimeTap comes up with a very quick trade. And like I said, with 4 HP, there's just not that much to play around with. Actually having the mental fortitude. Play this slowly with 35 seconds left. This is definitely going to be a B-side execution. Now the question is Nexa going to call this out? They basically haven't seen anything across the map. Only that one little blip towards the B-side. And as the execution is coming in, they have to call that. Molotov is going to be perfect. Plays off enough time. Even to contest the smoke. Oh, Simple is going to be on the edge of it. One of those players is low. He's not going to hit the spray. Just a single bullet. But already towards the B-side they go. Simple catches one through the smoke. It's going to be Nexa and Anduk to catch their own kills. But they do find their equalizers. The problem is Travis left alone. And especially with the time running out, that is going to be the most anticlimactic way to lose that round. And it's going to be a 13-5. I did call out for epic game here. And yeah, it was epic in a way, but it is what it is. Sometimes you turn on, sometimes you just don't. We did see an insane T-side start there from Chiron on Ancient.